especially since I got my parents here. I'm gonna ask my mom to pray over this thing and just ask God to let it.
Amen. Thank you for that covering.
Mm. Welcome. My name is Darren Florence. This is Recite Atlanta, the only black voice acting agency in Fulton County, and it's a privilege and an honor to be sitting here with Solicitor Gammage from Fulton County. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to come see and spend time with us. Special shout out to your brother for putting us in this position, and we're proud of you, who you are, and what you've been doing, man. And we just want to shine the light on you, who you are, and what you do for the city of Atlanta and Fulton County.
Well, let me first just say I'm so glad to be here with you,
Mm-hmm.
and no great undertaking begins without invoking the power and awesome authority of God.
Amen.
I'm glad we started this conversation.
Mm-hmm. We good.
Listeners and viewers didn't get the opportunity to hear the powerful prayer that your mother invoked and covered us with, but all important things should start with prayer. And so I would start by saying I am a man of faith, a believer, one who knows and fears the mighty hand of God.
Yes.
My name is Keith Gammage. I'm honored to serve as Fulton County and the Atlanta Judicial Circuit's elected Solicitor General, prosecutor of misdemeanor offenses. And in this role, we are deeply focused on justice that is smart, that is fair, and that is rooted in restoration and healing for our community.
I love it. It's ironic that you would say that, man. My parents been married maybe 63, 64 years, and I know you and your parents and your brother have a family relationship kind of similar to mine. At the end of the day, it's all about the family. And I know your family, and I know you have immediate family, so I'm just glad that our family has merged together to even have this conversation. All right, question number one. Let's see. For those who may not know you beyond the title, who is Keith Gammage, and what is your experience in Atlanta, and how did it shape your commitment to public service and the restoration of justice?
I think deeply blessed by God to have a wonderful, loving family that poured richness of opportunity into my life and that of my brother. I think a strong black father, a sweet yet strong black mother, amazing extended family that wrapped their arms around us and showed us fine examples of what it means to be a Christian, a good person, and what it means to become a man and a black man. I think experiences along the way growing up in Southwest Atlanta, seeing so many opportunities for those who put their mind and heart to success, and then seeing so many opportunities for people to make a misstep, and to have struggle in recovering from some of those missteps. I think helps to give me a lens that empowers me to lead in the role in which I serve, where we're really balancing public safety, right? My mother, your mother, our parents, our family, our community needs to be safe, right? Without public safety, we have no businesses in the community. People do not want to relocate and live in our communities. And so my role has a foundation rooted in working to ensure and improve public safety. And then simultaneously making sure that when folks make a misstep, we can invest in them, put resources and guardrails and opportunity in their path to help provide really pathways to the American dream. Second chances, freedom opportunities is really the way I see it.
What's the most important part of your day? Meaning, like, is it when you're alone with your family and you in that quiet moment away from the office, or is it something at work that really affects you that you concentrate on during the course of the day?
No, I think my day, every single day that God blesses me with, starts with my wife and son and I locking arms and praying out loud together, thanking God that we made it through the evening, that our family and loved ones are safe, and then praying for God's grace and direction and guidance throughout the day. That's probably, not even probably, that's certainly what's most important about my day.
Right.
Starting in prayer with my son and my wife. And then on the professional side, there's not one day that appears the same. I'm a lawyer by training, and so at a high level managing the largest court system in the southeastern United States when it comes to number of cases, even more than the DA's office. They've got bigger, heavier cases, but our caseloads are 10 times more than the district attorneys.
Wow.
Certainly their work is extremely important, without question. And so I'm not comparing, I'm contrasting by suggesting that we are the most active court system in the southeastern region of the United States. And so that requires a lot of attention, a lot of hopefully wisdom. And so managing those operations at a high level, setting policy, engaging with the various HR, budgetary, finance decisions in and outside of the courthouse, probably 7 to 10 meetings with various stakeholders over the course of each day. As I look at today, the most recent meeting just a few minutes ago is with a number of policy stakeholders.
No.
Number of justice policy stakeholders
Yes,
focused on preparation for FIFA. And so as we look at June and July and the FIFA games and Fan Fest and other interrelated opportunities that will be here in our city and surrounding areas as a result of the FIFA soccer matches, what does the court operations look like? What do the streets surrounding those areas look like? So a lot of engagement around making sure that it is safe and that it is traffic and people and even employees in the largest court system in the United States, southeastern region, move seamlessly during that time. 3, 4, 5 other meetings of other policy level engagements and decisions during the course of the day, while making sure that the policies that we set around providing second chances, diversion opportunities, expungements or record restrictions that provide those important second chances, ensuring that all of those are operational. We're in trial this week, so we're trying cases. So I'm touch pointing with various supervisors and leaders, whether that's law enforcement partners, whether that's folks in the mayor's office or the mayor himself, whether that's folks at the Senate level or whether it's other courthouse stakeholders or people in the business community. The day-to-day engagement around public safety and around the operational needs of a court system is what keeps my job very, very interesting. And then looking at making sure that with limited resources, we're being as impactful as we possibly can.
Things me and your brother used to like to do was go play basketball together at night. And I think that is a place where we can reach the youth and touch them on in sports, baseball, basketball. And that's one of the things I want to talk to you about, doing some programming with the young people and the youth. Which brings me to this question right here. And this is going to be our final question. We'll wrap it up, so I know you're busy.
Okay.
You got to get out. How do you see a partnership with Recite Atlanta benefiting both your office and this agency, whether through youth outreach, public education campaign, or changing how justice messages land in our community?
Yeah, happy to keep and excited to keep exploring opportunities where we can align our vision together around informing our young people and working on programming that is impactful, that is encouraging, that is uplifting and supportive, and that is intelligently led and focused in a way that helps to empower our young people, and not just them, but also their parents who might also be underinformed
Yes,
about
sir.
ways to keep their young people on the right track. And so I think, as we've already kind of shared together, messaging and controlling appropriate messaging, utilizing it for the upliftment and advancement of others is powerfully important. And I think governance and those in politics and empowered in the justice or political system really owe a duty to the community to make sure that positive messaging is being spread widespread into the community, particularly of their constituency base. I see Recite Atlanta and all those under that umbrella, my brother included, being a great ally in ensuring that we push that positive message to our young people, to their parents, and I would also say this, to the community of stakeholders who might also be working in a space toward providing opportunities, whether that means career opportunities, whether it means civil or social justice, whether it's engagement like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts,
Just being
whether
there
it's
for the youth.
boys and girls clubs,
Mhm.
whether it's church and civic leadership, whatever it might be, we need to be all locked in together around positive messaging and communication for the shared purpose of community empowerment and engagement.
I can't wait to us to sit down and huddle up and come up with a project and a campaign, especially maybe for the summer that we could do something with the kids, uplift them and educate them about the political game and what they're going to be dealing with as they become adults. As we wrap this thing up, I want to thank you again for coming last year to VO Atlanta 2025 and your impact just for being there and coming and speaking to us set the tone for this year's campaign. Now, our goal is to invite two Republican governor, people that's running for governor, two Democrats, and maybe the mayor. That's our ultimate goal. But you were the first politician to come support us, and I want you to know J. Michael Collins, who started this VO Atlanta thing. He keeps asking me, "What we bringing this year? What we going to do? How we going to take it up higher and higher?" And I believe this is a cool platform for politicians to come and say how important commercial and production and voiceover is, not just for the black community, but for the whole United States in large. Communicate to the people where they at and what they're doing and who they are. So I want to thank you for that, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks for the conversation. Thanks for you all's leadership in this very important space, particularly at this critical time in our nation.
Yes, sir,
My
man.
salute.
And I can't wait for us to get things done together, brother.
I
For
look
sure.
forward to it.
All right.
Testing, testing. You want me to what now? Hello. Oh yeah, I got it.
I was just going to look at how it looked on the camera.
Okay, what else?
Where's the camera right here? So I'd be better facing this way.
So this is the camera, but this is so we got the city of Atlanta.
All right. Did you need to get